What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Digimon Beatbreak episode review. It's episode 4 entitled Family. And just like Stitch is going to tell you, don't forget about family because it's like Ohana. I need you to click that like button. I know that was a stretch. I'm sorry. I tried to connect it. But seriously, click the like button, subscribe, share the video, and hit that notification bell right there so you can be notified of more reviews like this one. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the episode or the review itself. And my Patreon link is in the description below. Go ahead and give it a click and help a brother out. So, this episode's pretty simple. But also does a little bit more, I don't want to say character building, but yeah, it's character building. Well, specifically fostering the friendships or family ships between the members of the Glowing Dawn. So, where am I at here? So the team, and I'm just going to do this quickly. The team has to go after this Machmon and its owner. They seem to be attacking cargo ships. By the way, cargo ships are unmanned BTW. So AI is already taking jobs in the future, and they're supposed to bring them in. Now, hold on. That intro was nice because one of the I think it was a garbage guy, it's like, oh, is that an old motorcycle I hear? Or is it a motorcycle gang? So they still have motorcycles and motorcycle gangs, but look at this. We got Machmon versus the truck. I did not get the photo of the after where it cuts the thing off, cuts the top off. Here we have with Machmon, again, in English, it's a champion. What type is that? Oh, cyborg vaccine, which when you look at it, it looks like it's like a Greymon motorcycle, right? And they're offering 150k credits for that. So let's talk about Machmon real quick. Machmon first appearance was in Digimon Adventure 2020, the reboot. It raced against Garurumon and Yamato. Eventually becomes a friend of them. And it shows up here. I think it evolves. See, the reason why I thought it was the Rebellymon, which is another evolution of Ogremon, I thought it because it came out around the same time when they did the new Pendulum Z's, and it turns into Rebellymon. So, let's just talk about it real quick, right? Adult champion, cyborg vaccine monster from the Metal Empire. Is a cyborg Digimon that yearns for speed. Dust clouds over barren plains are often caused by Machmon racing noisily. Despite its motorcycle-like appearance, it doesn't have a seat, and no one wants to ride it, which is not true because its owner rode it. However, it believes that it will eventually find a Digimon destined to ride it skillfully. It has a natural-born Bozozoku, who views anyone that travels at high speed as an enemy. I should probably look up what is Bozozoku just so I can. Oh, okay. No, won't. Oh, there it is. Oh, Bozozoku, which is a Japanese term meaning reckless driving group. Like your old school motorcycles. Wow, that takes me back to the old school Kamen Rider motorcycles right there, boy. That's those the motorcycle days, and that was in 2013. Dang. Anywho, it's 2 attacks, which I have to name off the top of my head because I got out of the screen. Full throttle engine, which it spins around and sends like blades, and then madness fire. Those are the 2 things. It turns its baby form. I can't remember the name of this silly baby thing. I'm just gonna try to look it up real fast. I'm not gonna be able to look it up real fast. It turns into one of the newer in-training Digimon. There's literally a tiny little baby. I don't remember its name. It's not Budmon. Is it Caprimon or Gigimon? It might be Nope, it's not Gigimon because that is for Growlmon. Despite my looking through the magic of all of this, could not find it. But it's a little tiny metal thing. We've seen it before. I've seen it definitely before. If I figure it out, if you guys know it, tell me the name down below, please and thank you. So, this thing is racing about, causing trouble. So that's the who and the what. The why. So Reina's in charge. Kyo has to go and do something. So she's in charge, telling everybody how everything's gonna work. And when they go, it's two parts to this. Well, three parts, but two parts to when we see them doing all this. The first time they're gonna go and grab it. The plan is to hit its core, has a glowing core on the side. That's how they beat it. Well, Gekkomon is overzealous, while at the same time having a weak E-pulse that it got from an unmotivated Tomoro, and Reina ends up hurting her ankle. So it becomes a cluster F. They got to regroup. Reina scolds him, and her whole thing is hammering home that Glowing Dawn, we are a family. You help your family. All right, Dominic Toretto, I get it. Family. Got to help your family. I get it. Tomoro gets annoyed with this. Like, I didn't ask to be your friend, and storms off like the child that he is, which I got to keep remembering. Kid is 16, which is funny because another 16-year-old in anime that I just reviewed, Chainsaw Man. Go watch my review about the Reze Arc movie. It's up. Seems like they're accurately depicting 16-year-olds being 16-year-olds finally in anime, besides being the buff chosen one who is stoic. I digress. I like the juxtaposition conversations here with Kyo to Reina and Makoto to Tomoro. And Makoto, like, flat out, is talking to him about why Reina is the way she is. She had no family and went around from cleaner team to cleaner team because of her personality. And it's interesting that Tomoro, when Makoto first sat down, expressed like, yeah, I'm sorry about what had happened, which her hurting her ankle, protecting him while he was being lackadaisical. Kyo, on the other side, tells her that, she's like, why are you helping him? Besides the fact that he's the little brother of your friend. And he's like, it's not just that, he has no place to go. And I'm wondering, where the F are their parents? I thought they were away from the parents. Were the parents in danger and like, oh, we can't keep raising you because, someone's going to get you. Go with your brother. I don't know. But she understands that. And now Tomoro understands why she keeps saying family. We get a flashback where he's crying, and his brother and him, I guess, have been walking all night with this little hoverboard or hover scooter that stopped working because he glitched the Sapotama, which he feels bad because his brother got hurt. And he's like, look, you're my precious little brother. We're family. Of course, that's what you protect your family. And we get a little cute moment where they say, we'll blame dad. And it's like, oh, that's not fair, dad. Tee hee hee. They see the sunrise. We also learn in here that Digimon are mirror reflections of their owners. Because little Gekkomon, actually, I have pictures. I don't know why I'm not showing any pictures. Little Gekkomon is eating like a little snack. And I like the fact that Tomoro's like, hey, you didn't steal that, right? He's like, no, Reina gave it to me in secret. And it's very cute when he's like, well, since you told us, it's not a secret anymore. Because Chirpomon says, yeah, Tomoro and Gekkomon like to eat. And at the end of the episode, we see him eating the extra steak and stuff. Here, I find this cute, and I finally understood, because initially, remember, Pristimon was like, why are you staring at me? That is part of Reina's personality, but most of the time, especially this cute moment here, where in order to convince Tomoro to do this job, right? Because he's just rather take clues about what's going on with his brother. Pristimon is like, hey man, if you want to eat and put food on the table and get some food, bro, you're gonna have to do some jobs. Now, I took a picture of this because of Gekkomon in the background, and I'm gonna bring it up again in this review, but I'm gonna praise the show for something I definitely praised Ghost Game for. I like when we see in Ghost Game, I think Adventure 2020 did this as well. I really need to rewatch that series and do reviews for the first 3 episodes, since I did not do it for the first 3 episodes. But I digress. I like the fact that we see the Digimon being characters. I like when they're off doing something. Like you see in the background, Gekkomon is climbing all over this cubed room where they get like their briefs and their missions and their bounties. We even see a point where, I'm going to fast forward through my notes here, where Gekkomon's playing with Chirpomon, just kind of, trying to catch him, her, they, it in the air. Like, we get cute stuff like this. I love stuff like this. Or moment where, Cougarmon is cleaning itself. These things have personalities. And I guess something about Reina likes tea because Kyo makes two rose hip teas for both Reina and Pristimon. Remember, Digimon aren't supposed to eat, but it enjoys the aroma of the tea. Later on, we see it enjoying an orangey type of tea. And this is the initial bout with this guy here, Machmon. So much faster than him. Excuse me. Love the facial expressions of Gekkomon. Gekkomon feels like a lot of his expressions I think I've seen in the Sapotama, I think in the first episode or two when we were seeing the facial expression those things make. I like it. I like how funny this thing is with his whole Date Bio. It's gonna turn into a ninja, isn't it? Cause it's doing the, like the Taio, it's yeah. Before I forget, our cut in today was I almost said Momo, was Pristimon and Reina. That was our cut in. They are together. They are not separate, and they're both judging you. They're saying, "Why are you not subscribed to Shane's channel? You should subscribe." And I like that Pristimon says, "Yeah, we're here to apologize." And Rain's like, "I take responsibility. I'm the leader. I'm supposed to lead us better." And we get this cute, funny moment where Gekkomon hugs her and goes, "We're family." And Tomoro's like, "Shut up," because again, a reflection of the trainer is like, "Yeah, this is exactly how you feel about this." I look, I'm always gonna take some photos of Gekkomon being cute. He still calls Gekkomon a they, or they still call Gekkomon a they. So yeah, I don't know, but adorable. Oh, that was my last picture. Is that one? So they do a plan again, and this time the plan goes through a lot better. Actually, when Reina was about to get Lloyded, watch my review of Spy Family episode 41. 39, 40, and 41. If you want to know that reference, homeboy puts his arm up and gets hurt by the thing. And she's like, "Why?" He's like, "Because, it's natural we would do that and I'm paying you back." "No, it's about family. You guys are family." And they successfully chase off. They find the owner, which I'm just going to take a picture of this guy, even though they went through a mirror world tunnel. This guy here. There you go. He had on the helmet for a while. This is he, blonde. I guess he's supposed to be delinquent because that's blonde hair is a show of delinquency in Japan. Ow. So off they go. They confront, they chase, they do a whole lot better. But they weren't prepared for the super E-pulse attack of the full throttle blade attack. Taunts them to chase them. Of course they give chase. They're not gonna not chase it. And they slide down this emergency chute into the mirror world, which is click. You see, this is the mirror world here. It looks like a super virtual highway. When Tomoro exclaims that, "Hey, this is completely different than the other stuff we've seen." Or the other mirror world. He's like, "Yeah, it varies." And those little cubes are, I highlighted this. There's fish in those lumps too. I highlighted what these damn cubes are. Boop, boop, boop. They are virtual stages. So, like what we saw Fangmon, I guess, but at the same time, Fangmon jumped in one and forced them into that one as well. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if we'll ever see that again. But they're on this highway. So the plan, separate the two. And they do separate it. Reina says she'll go after the owner. Tells Tomoro, "You handle the bike guy," right? Because now Gekkomon's not going to be weak because Tomoro is in it. He's full and he's focused. Cool thing is, Wolvermon can fly using the guns, which also has a tech called Badger. What's it called? Badger your mom. Badger Slash. And I do like the combination because now when they say, "Well, you do it," it's really they're they're sending their will and working through their Digimon, right? But Badger Slash, new move I haven't seen. Missed, obviously, but I like when Chirpomon makes him spin out with the paralyzing echo. Gekkomon forces it to break by pushing its brake and covering its eyes with his tongue. And they were all coming out of the truck. I like how Wolvermon is kind of like so big, it has to pop out of it. Excuse me. But yeah, no, they do the damn thing. They separate the riders. Chirpomon did a lot this episode because it caught the owner, then came back to help do a paralyzing echo to hurt the Machmon again, while Gekkomon gets extra super juicy E-Pulse from Tomoro and finally does the Sonic Spin Dash successfully from Ukulele and cracks the core, turning it back into that that baby form that I don't remember, and the Sapotama. Right? So they capture it. By the way, they were supposed to get 100,000 credits for the last job they did, where they didn't kill the Fangmon / Hyinamon. You only get half if they don't get the Digimon or the Digimon isn't deleted. Which leads me to once again say, what does the Ministry of Public Safety or civil safety, whatever, what do they do with the Digimon? Do they kill it and then eat it for data? What is it that Kyo is doing? Because Yoshi, he gives him a coffee. Yoshi takes the Digimon someplace. Does Yoshi work for the Ministry? Do they take it to Makoto or someplace? Is it a digital farm somewhere? This eventually needs to be answered, and I hope it is answered, because we're layering stuff here. So again, this is episode 4. We got 6 more until I start complaining, which I probably won't, because I'm enjoying the ride. Turns out the writer or the owner, dude, was hired by someone to steal everything. And the first time his Digimon first appeared out of the Sapotama, he was hired with a blank letter, told to burn it. He burned it. And the drop points for his payment were different every single time. Never met the contractor. So again, if the Ministry is supposed to instantly contact you when your Sapotama makes a Digimon, how come they didn't instantly contact him? What was the deal with that? Like, some information is falling through the cracks here. Because again, we didn't see Tomoro get contacted. We claim he missed it. What does it look like when you get called? I need to see that. And was it 4 of these characters, right? Makoto, Reina, Tomoro, Kyo. Y'all need a 5th. Quit playing with me. Get a 5th member, and we'll be good. There. I've decreed it so. They celebrate by having steak. Again, they didn't kill this, and this was 150. So was it half of 150 is 75? So they probably got 75,000 credits for it. And, he's part of the family. Everything that Reina said earlier, you're part of the team, so you're part of the family. You're a family member. And he finally eats like he's been wanting to eat. Devours the food. They all even give him extra portions. And there you go. And I like how Makoto, the youngest of all of them, goes, so you purposely didn't join just so we all could have this team bonding moment, didn't you? He's like, maybe. Yeah, of course you did. I want to talk a little bit more about the Digimon being adorable, because there's a moment where, Reina's like, when they're like, yeah, you guys have to do it. When Kyo's like, you got to do it alone. Reina's like, wait, him, me, just us. And then Gekkomon goes, I'm here too. Prissimon like, me too. And Chirpomon's like, me as well, while hanging upside down. Chirpomon did a lot. Keep giving Chirpomon more things to do. I like that. I need to see Chirpomon turn into a ninja. If it's not obviously the gecko turned into a ninja type of thing, it's probably going to turn into like Toxicity from Pokemon. The poison electric type. He's probably going to turn to something like that. And the yellow form be the good form, and the blue form be the bad form. We've already seen that. So that's probably what's going to happen. Is there anything else? I already mentioned ankle hurt. Rolled her ankle. She had to get saved because she hurt her ankle. Hurt his arm. Next time they go to another old style place that serves up, snacks and stuff. Lo and behold, looks like there's a Pandamon that saves everyone. That's probably the local hero. I don't know. Next episode is called Half and Half, so we'll see what happens there. This gets a 4 out of 5. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I've forgotten here? Yeah, 4 out of 5. Like, I like the Digimon showing that they are, separate entities, separate beings, doing stuff. I mean, they're technically alive. I have a feeling eventually in this show is going to be revealed, oh no, they're actually alive and come from another universe. It's just this gateway, this here, helps hatch them. These have all been Digimon, and certain people are able to hatch them at certain times. That's probably what's going to be revealed. I'm calling it now. And if I call it right, someone make a Patreon bet. Give me, do a donation if I'm actually right about that. But yeah, no, this was fun. Enjoyed the episode. 4 out of 5. I don't think there's anything extra that I am forgetting. And I showed all the pictures too. Just like all the cuteness. I like the Digimon feeling like actual beings and not just standing there. Again, while Tomoro is probably Gen Alpha, I find that he's kind of grown a little bit by admitting he felt bad about her getting hurt. So he's gonna, lash out because he's a kid. But I like that he's like, yeah, no, I actually do feel bad about that. Good episode. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more reviews like this one. If you want to help me out, my Patreon link is in there as well. Make sure you share the video. Anything that I've forgotten or I may have skipped over, please feel free to correct me. I enjoy the corrections because I like to know these things as well. All right. Until next time, everyone, please be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, drink some water, be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk and stay safe out there. It is getting crazy out there, so just be safe, okay? And in these precedented yet unprecedented times, things can be hard. You can feel dark clouds hanging over you. You can feel anxious and stressed out. Please reach out to someone. Talk to someone. Someone would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. I'm sure there are people that would rather deal with trying to, lift you up than dealing with not having you around ever again. So please reach out and talk to somebody, okay? My social medias are in the description below as well. Give me a follow, give me a hello, remain mellow, and we will be good to go, okay? I look forward to seeing y'all next week. If you're going out for Halloween festivities or Dia de los Muertos, Dia de los Muertos, be safe, okay? All right, be safe, be responsible, especially if you're of the partaking ages. So be safe. All right. I'll see y'all next time. What am I going to end off on here? We'll do the Kamen Rider Hibiki thing. Keep the beat.